Well, it's game number 2 of the Spinney Cup here from Stormont, and thankfully the rain has gone and the sun is shining. Ireland versus India on a Sunday afternoon. Well, a momentous occasion on Friday saw Ireland take down India for the first time ever. Bobby Rao, former Ireland and India leg spinner from Hyderabad, will have the pleasure of ringing the 5-minute bell, the Roy Torrance bell. Wonderful cricketer. Bobby Rao gives a lot to Irish cricket, resides in the northwest of Ireland. Norcan Tucker, who's having a very enjoyable time as captain with Blade and in his leadership. A huge crowd have come through the turnstiles again. 9 a.m. they were queuing to get in the ground. Deep Dasgupta's alongside me. How will India bounce back after Friday's loss?
Yeah, good afternoon.
T20 fixture here. A chance for Ireland to win a series against the world champions. They are unchanged. They'll want a little bit more out of the top 3. Tector, Adair and Harry Tector, who's been went early in the first game. Tucker's been outstanding. The middle order is strong. 2 debutants for Ireland were excellent, and the big plus point, Matthew Humphries is okay after getting 6 stitches in his left hand. India, though, they've got some changes deep.
Yeah, a couple of debutants. Big days for Sooryavanshi and Prince Yadav. It's been a breakout year for both these guys in domestic cricket in the IPL. Sooryavanshi plays for Punjab in the IPL, but plays in first-class cricket for Mumbai.
A couple of days ago, picked up 2 for 28. Tector's up and running. I'm a little surprised, Deep, that Arshdeep has chosen to bowl this end just because of the breeze generally. Not there, Deep. Not going to play a role there.
Now what a start for Rossiter. His first scoring shot, a maximum. Then again, this is what we were talking about. You just stand and deliver. Use your bottom hand, that's your strength. But try and look going down the ground. And this.
Down the ground again. What a lusty blow that is from Ross Adair. Don't bother moving around the crease, Adair. Stand still and pump it long. First over, done and dusted. 13 without loss. Now then, that should be taken. That is soft. That is really soft. He went deep in his crease. Tim Tector, Harsha Rana learning, dragging his length back. Ireland have lost one.
Really a soft dismissal, this. A bit of a nothing shot. Good length, a good hard length, but then again trying to over it, because like we were talking about the previous delivery. Now Tim Tector goes for 5. Ireland lose their first.
Now that has gone a long way up in the air. Oh, what's happening here? What is happening here? They've made an absolute mess of it. Harshit Rana, Ishan Kishan, yours, mine, yours, 4.
That was a very tough opportunity. But I thought the keeper should have gone for it. Ishan Kishan should have gone for it. I think that's what Arshdeep is asking as well, because never looked like he's going to catch that. You can't really catch that with that technique, running backwards, run sideways. Just try and understand. And the wind's always going to take the ball further away from the fielder. Tough up.
Up and over the offside, no timing. A reprieve. Tilak Varma, and look at the celebration. Look at the emotion. Arshdeep seeing into the wicket column now, and India know what that means.
Well, that's a rough wicket, isn't it? Niall, and an important one, was looking dangerous. Ross Adair. The good adjustment by Arshdeep. Was a tad bit fuller the previous over. The back of length, again something that you mentioned before, Niall. Don't move as much as that. Just stand still and let your hands do the rest. And pay the price for it. It's gone back 16 of 7, 21.
Tim Tector. Pulled away. Not quite out of the screws, but may well just trickle into the ropes. It does indeed.
It was a good position to play that shot. Was in that position quite early. That's what you see in T20 cricket so much with contemporary batters. Not much footwork, just a little foot forward, and then the hands take over. Not out of the middle. Again, pretty high on the bat.
That's beautifully cut away. That'll race to the boundary. Oh, that's Harry Tector, prime Harry Tector.
Yeah, great shot. Just a little bit of width offered from Arshdeep. Again, similar length, but the angle, left arm over, just pushing it across Harry Tector, and Harry Tector climbs into that beautifully. Great weight transfer and watching it right onto the bat, and that'll get his confidence going. He's had a nervy couple of minutes here since he's come to the crease. A few playing misses, but that should settle.
Morgan Tucker looks to march down the wicket at Arshdeep.
Yeah, just speaking and listening to the captains at the toss. Both use the words, play smart cricket and be adaptable to the conditions. So India have certainly adapted to it. Lorcan using his feet there, and Arshdeep saw it and dragged his length back nicely.
What's beautiful to watch there is how still his head remains. Good, use of the feet. This time it's worked away square, and that'll be all the way for 4. Lorcan Tucker into double figures.
Yeah, well played by Lorcan Tucker. Just again advancing down the wicket, really using the feet coming down at the ball to try and throw the bowlers off their length, and worked out that time. And Prince Yadav went fuller. Lorcan Tucker's flicked it through vacant square leg, and it's raced away for 4. Again, we spoke about, the captain spoke about adapting to conditions. Lorcan Tucker using it.
Ooh, that's a brilliant response from Prince Yadav. The foot movement was there. There was that little trigger movement from Lorcan Tucker to perhaps see him try to trick the bowler into dropping it short, but Prince Yadav responded superbly.
Yeah, he just went deep in the crease there, preempting that Yadav would drag his length back, and Lorcan Tucker trying to create a bit of length and access the ball, but Prince Yadav was up to it there. Well bowled.
Firm, but great fielding, Prince Yadav. There's some fire in this contest. Genuine fire. The Prince wanting to prove he's king.
All happening here. Lovely shot by Lorcan Tucker, and Prince Yadav sticks up the left mitt. How has he missed? How has he missed? 3 stumps to aim at.
That'll be leg by, I suspect. Was there some bat on it, maybe? Yeah, Aidan Seaver says no bat involved. Aidan Seaver having recently celebrated his 50th birthday.
Yeah, this is a big ball now coming up, I think, from both teams. You know, if Ireland can get through this power play, 45 for 2, 47 for 2, they'll find it's their power play. They've won the power play. If India can nip a 3rd wicket, as they did on...
Harry Tector looking to play it straight. Again, a good clean pickup might have been putting pressure on the Irish batters. End of the power play, end of 6, Ireland 44 for 2. Oh, that's worked away. A big solid hand on it from Tilak Varma. Slows it down. He's arguably saved 3.
Yeah, good stop. Left hand. Interesting, Shivam Dubey on Friday bowled all his overs from the far end.
And struck with his first ball.
So it'll be interesting to see how now he's bowling with the wind behind him, but also with the short boundary, which will force his length to be a little bit shorter. I think the Ireland batters can set up for that. Maybe go deep in the crease and expect Dubey to bowl into the wicket.
Lorcan Tucker offered a little bit of width, chased after it. Outside half of the bat, but still a quick enough single and maybe chance for overthrows here, and they take them. Tucker and Tector both very quick between the wickets.
Yeah, sloppy from India. We saw a little bit on Friday, couple of drops. We've seen it again today. Here's the 2 wicket, here's the power play. Rossa there, stand and deliver. Look how still he was on these 2 shots. Very still, hitting through the line, all the way for 6. Tim Tector, high on the bat, up around the splice, chipped it, and Rossa there, sorry, on the move, chipped it to extra cover.
Getting used to the feet from Lorcan Tucker.
You see Rossa there just on the move when he's trying to make contact with that ball. Easy catch, Tilak Varma. Lorcan Tucker, as he did on Friday, quick on the short ball, very good puller of the ball, and has settled into his role nicely here so far today.
He'll work his way back past the bowler. Shreyas Iyer though will reel the ball in. A single. Well, number of Indian fans in who were delighted to be singing the national anthem, Jana Gana Mana, composed by Rabindranath Tagore, who in 1913 became the first person from Asia to win a Nobel Prize. First non-European to win the Nobel Prize in Literature as well. Top ball to finish 7. Ireland 2 short of 50. Nicked, gone. Lorcan Tucker walks. Ishan Kishan takes the catch and a first T20 international wicket for Prince Yadav. It's the opposition captain, and Ireland 48 for 3.
Yeah, a little tickle through. Ishan Kishan takes the catch. Lorcan Tucker threw his head back in to spare, walking off, but smashing that good length again. Easy catch from Ishan Kishan. 3rd wicket falls. Ireland 48 for 3.
Taking the quick single, a dive from Khalid. Prince Yadav taking a wicket with his 9th delivery in T20 internationals. It's a pretty good return.
That's a close one. I think this potentially gone here. Ben Khalid, he was slow out of the blocks. Shreyas Iyer, oh, I think that's out with a direct hit.
An inspiration for us, and he's like one of the most inspirational, personalities in India for many generations.
Well, we've just witnessed a shot that Sachin Tendulkar would be proud of. It is glorious. It's to the boundary, and with that, thank you very much, Mr. Niraj Singh. And back to you, Niall and Isabel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Niraj Singh, for your continued support. Much needed boundary. First boundary for 31 balls. Just rolled his fingers down the left-hand side of the ball there. Shurian Shedgate. Length ball, Hoyt leg side, hasn't got enough, just about enough. Just about enough. The sweeper was interested.
As a bowling side as well. It took a bit of a risk because these are not short boundaries. The pitch is not so easy for big hitting. So there was a risk taken by Khalid. And just a few inches over Sanju Samson. So
goes full this time, crashes into his own boot. Perhaps helps it towards long on a little more easily.
yeah, the next ball pitch up. Harjeet Singh at long on. And play Indian wickets today, and even in the last game, the hard lengths have been India's recipe for success today as well. It seems like the last ball was a no ball. That horrid sound that a bowler hears when he's virtually the top of his bowling mark to bowl the next ball when he gets this.
Yeah, on debut, you probably put a little bit more effort after being tonked for a 6. And just erring. Not by much, though, I have to say. The good thing, though, is the field can change because it's Tector on strike now. It was the slower delivery, but it didn't land. Didn't land in Arshdeep's hands as well. It was a free hit anyway. So 6 more runs to the kitty.
Should have just stuck to normal length because it's not easy to hit 6s of a length ball. He's trying for the Yorker, hasn't got it right, and that's the problem. People often wonder why don't... Oh, second look. Looks like a possible catch. He's also well.
Matthew Hayden is coaching the Glasgow Comics. Sorry. Glenn Maxwell is involved in the Belfast side. Just positive news. I can't... Now then, Tector, he's a good slog sweeper. He gets enough of it. It just hung in the air for a while, and I think Tector's heart may have been in his mouth. Just going to check the boundary. I think it just bounced inside the ropes.
There's those pockets. They're long in the pockets. And the angle's so tough when you hit right into the corner for the boundary fielders. You could tell with the sound of that one from Harry Tector that he didn't get it out the middle. The full swing of the bat.
Oh, lucky. The top edge over Ishan Kishan's head. Will take that boundary gladly.
You're going to swing hard. Ben Kalitz was a good length again in line from Prince Yadav in towards the kind of thigh pad area, and he's top edged it. Ishan Kishan just not tall enough, and big momentum for Ireland here. The momentum has shifted as it did on Friday. How long can Ireland keep this momentum with them?
Down the ground, Arshdeep's there, right in front of us, does really well. It bounced right in front of him, a little awkward.
Yeah, good footwork to palm it. First of all, to palm it in and, you know, keep his balance, but could he have gone for it? It was hit hard. It's a short boundary. Probably might not have had much time, but didn't bounce too far in front of him. Could he have anticipated and come hard at the ball and make it a half chance and potentially take it to change that momentum?
Yeah, the other important thing that the Indian captain and especially Ishan Kishan should help as well. He's all right here. He does get his over. Nicely bowled.
Well, certainly with Gareth Delaney in form, George Dockrell probably slated to come at 7, who scored 19 off 9 or 10 balls on Friday. So they have the power to come. Good length from Yadav. A little bit of it nipping in off the seam. Harry Tector potentially looking a little bit square on that one. But it's interesting the lengths from the Indian bowlers. Can they continue to hold that length that they bowled in the power play? They didn't on Friday. Gareth Delaney punished them in particular. Can they hold the lengths?
And par here, Ireland. Harshit Rana into the attack, starts off with a pace off. Get only a single. Talking about lengths, what do you make of the lengths that the Indian bowlers have bowled so far?
Yeah, they've been good. They held their length very well in the power play on Friday and again today as the 50 partnership comes up off 35 balls, adding real momentum.
Hasn't timed it, but mid-off's inside the circle. This is good batting. This is very good batting. Flat batted it for another boundary. The 100 comes up with that.
Yeah, good cricket. Kalitz just backing away a little bit, getting set. Anticipated that Harshit Rana was going to go into the wicket on a straight line. Just created the room for the hands to come through and got excellent connection on it. And it's nearly gone all the way for 6. Great position there. Just stable on contact.
Highest score in T20 on the wicket. That was pitched up. Harshit might have a few things to say now.
He just raised his eyebrows there, saying he did pitch it up.
Shivam Dubey. That's way up, and long enough. Yes, it is. All you can do as a fielder is just watch it sail over your head. Starts the over with a 6.
Smashed it. Dubé, little full. Ben Kalitz has loaded up and he's held his right side, a little bit longer. Previous over, he was opening up a little bit too quickly. Held his shape beautifully there and straight out of the middle. And the minute he hit it, he knew that was 6. Again, Ben Kalitz is on form.
That should be a wicket, yes. The partner's looking very dangerous. He's played a really good hand up. But he's got to walk back. It's a rough wicket.
Yeah, well bowled. You mentioned long on. The skipper was a little bit straighter. The tactic was to bowl wide of the stumps, keep it away from the hitting zone. Deep third man and deep cover. Ben Kalitz has hit it nicely, but unfortunately straight to Tilak Varman. He's frustrated. He's batted nicely, 37 off 23. Ireland 113 for 4.
Gone, first bowler. Change of momentum that India needed. 2 and 2 for Shivam Dubé, 2 and 2 for India. And they're back into it.
Absolutely. Caught on the crease. Slightly fuller length. Catching Garrett Delaney on the crease, little footwork. Hit the top of the stumps, and as you said, momentum shifted again. You can just see, just nip back. Hit one of those cracks we spoke about before the game, deep. Just nipping back off the seam and top of the stumps. Perfect delivery to the new man. Garrett Delaney walks back. First ball, Ireland 113 for 5.
George Dockrell. Average.
Continue. Harry Tector, that's just over the fielder Arshdeep Singh. It'll race away for 4. Tector into the 40s. As Isabel Joyce slighted alongside. Captain, mentor, fierce competitor in her playing days.
Very clever this from Harry Tector, because he's used what pace there is to lift it over a 45 who's in the ring. Risky stuff bowling that length when you've got that fielder in off the boundary. The fielder's in the deep square.
Pressure is a privilege. Smashed down the ground to end 17. Ireland 131 for 5. While Ireland fans would have been hoping to see it raining 6s, I can tell you that we've got more than simply a little bit of drizzle around as well. Going back to the previous over, Isabel.
Yeah, brilliant from George Dockrell. He's excellent at this. You miss your length at all and he'll take you straight back over the bowler's head. Very powerful down the ground, a strong guy. Something he's added to his game later in his career. But the bad news, the rain has got heavier. It was raining 6s a little earlier, now it's just raining. It's one of those kinds of days where you feel there's going to be showers around. Those ground staff are going to be worked hard on and off, and probably coming at a bad time for Ireland, truth be told.
So the flags whipping about. There's a big gust of wind that is whipped up, and covers making their way out onto the pitch. Stumps down and cover on the pitch. Umbrellas out for those who brought them along, but I tell you what, if the wind keeps up, we won't see too many umbrellas, because they'll be blown away or they'll be blown inside out.
Yeah, it's definitely not the day for that type of outerwear, but the good news is the more wind there is, the quicker the rain will be blown away.
So momentary suspension in play owing to weather. And as things stand, Ireland 132 for 5 through 17.1 overs. Harry Tector is 4 away from a first 50 in 8 T20 international innings, and it would be a wonderful milestone to achieve in his milestone 100th T20 international. And for George Dockrell, a milestone of his own, 159 T20 internationals now for a man who sports a great deal of longevity in the game. He's one of the... Oh, here are the wickets, Isabel. First, Tim Tector.
A few full shots from the two openers, and looks a different day, doesn't it? The sun was shining earlier. Very, very attacking, Tim Tector and Ross Adair. And Adair looking to force it off a decent length, and after he'd survived a chance, next ball he was caught as Arshdeep got the right length and guessed the right line as well. And there was a big celebration after that. I think the way that Ross Adair was hitting the ball, they knew he could be dangerous. Then Lorcan Tucker, the man who saved the day on Friday when Ireland were in all sorts of trouble, he looked to play that one through the offside and broke his streak of 350s in a row.
The first T20 international wicket for Prince Yadav as well. A milestone moment for him. And then Shivam Dube getting into the action with 2 in 2, starting with this.
Brilliant game plan and well read on the pitch by India. He's so strong through the leg side, Ben Callets, and they sent it wide, set the field. The trap was set and he fell right into it. Clever bowling from Shivam Dube, just showing that it's not necessarily all about pace but also about the smarts, as Gareth Delaney quickly followed Ben Callets the very next delivery.
Some very smart bowling. Just choking the Ireland batters a little in the middle overs, and he sometimes triggers collapses for...
Well, the rain gods have decided to play spoil sport, but Harry Tector, the vice-captain, is on 46 in his 100th cap. He is accompanied by George Dockrell as we speak. 132 for 5 is what the score is right now, as there's a little pause in play because of the rain. Interesting how Ireland are approaching this innings. He's rotated his bowlers this time around, has Shreyas, Iyer. You could see 6 options, including Akshar Patel, who's looking for his 100th T20I wicket. Will he get it once play resumes? We'll have to find out. Yeah, Prince Yadav on his debut has been very impressive as well. Shivam Dube was on a hat-trick. You could see that there are some partnerships ebbing and flowing. Well, time for a short breather. When we come back, we will have an update. There will be extra innings on the other side of this short one. Don't go anywhere.